These are scents I am really excited about wearing as we transition into the colder weather, and these are also some favorites that have stood out to me over the past few months. So without further ado, let's get into it. But before we get started, hi, my name is Anya and I publish perfume content on this channel every single Wednesday. And I also post bonus videos throughout the week. So if you're interested, definitely subscribe. And I also have a TikTok and Instagram account on which I publish content daily under the username anechkafragrances. Let's kick things off by talking about this fragrance that I have been loving as a white floral perfume. This is Shad by Lattafa, and it features a tuberose note here that is a bit on the grassy side. This fragrance has a tiny bit of sweetness to it, but it's kind of like a tart take on a white floral. It's very interesting because this fragrance doesn't have a lot of the honeyed sweetness that I prefer in a lot of my white floral fragrances. It has a sharp nature to it that I really do love, tempered with a bit of a sweet, muskier undertone. It also contains the note of orris, but this is just a really interesting, unique take on a white floral perfume that I find very versatile. I tend to wear this at work, and I've also gotten compliments on it outside of work, so this is definitely one that I reach for quite often, and it also has superior lasting power. Speaking of a fragrance that is really impressive when it comes to lasting power, I've been loving House of Beau by Infinite Oud, and it doesn't look like I've used this up that much, but that is because one or two sprays of this go a tremendous long way. This is such a potent fragrance, and it has like this beautiful, it's just such an intoxicating, woody oud fragrance with a resinous aspect to it that I just love. It's almost balsamic, and it's just so intoxicating and inviting, and I love the lasting power on this. I will literally do one spritz and I will still smell on myself hours later. This fragrance is potent, and oh my goodness, I am very impressed by this. I think I bought the entire Discovery set, or well, one of their Discovery sets, just so I could have a little small size of this, because that's how obsessed I was with this fragrance. It is absolutely stunning. Next up is Acqua di Giua. This is a fragrance I've been revisiting. I haven't worn it in a really long time. And this is a perfume that has a bit of a soapy accord. It's actually a very soapy fragrance with some citruses and a bit of mint to give it some freshness. This is a perfume I haven't worn in a while, but I've been revisiting it because it has this quality that I really do appreciate. I like this fragrance. Do I love it enough to buy it today? Probably not, but I do like mixing this with a lot of sweeter perfumes just to temper them a little bit. And this is just like a very pleasant smelling perfume that you can just throw on, and it's easy. It's not a heavy hitter. It's a moderate fragrance. It's just light and comforting, and I really do like it. And I actually don't have a lot of soapier fragrances in my collection that are this light, so this has been getting a bit more wear than it was getting in the past. So I'm happy to have this in my collection. I have been wearing it, and if you like soapy fragrances, this one is widely available, so definitely give this a shot. But would I buy this myself now? Probably not, but I am including this in this video because I haven't spoken about this before, and I do think it's a pleasant perfume. This fragrance will likely be in my top 2023 fragrances video. This is Basilica by Milano Fragranze, and it's such a beautiful scent, very unusual. I've heard some reviewers say it smells like za'atar bread, and I haven't tried that before, so I can't speak to that, but this does have a lot of herbs in the form of rosemary and thyme, and also a tonic quality as well, and it smells beautiful. I think it also has incense, so it's has like this very unique scent composition. It's aromatic, it's lactonic. This is a gourmand fragrance without being a sweet gourmand. So a lot of times when we think of gourmand fragrances, we think of something that's sweet, and I personally love that, but this has been ideal when I just want something different. This is a savory gourmand, and it's stunning. It's interesting because I've been experimenting with this fragrance a lot, and sometimes when I spray it on myself, it doesn't seem to last, but then throughout the day, I get whiffs of it. I get the sillage, and it's almost like I can only smell it when I'm not trying to smell it. So I get whiffs of it, but when I really try to smell it on myself, kind of don't, it doesn't come up as strongly. It's very interesting. I'm still getting to know this fragrance, but I will say this, it's a very unusual scent, and the way this is done is so so beautiful. And considering it's niche, it's actually pretty affordable for niche. I think it's only like, I think it's less than $150, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Very very unusual. I really love this one. Fall is right around the corner, and for me, my ultimate fall time fragrance is Oud Mood by Lattafa. This is such a beautiful fragrance. It is so cozy. It's an oud rose combination with a hint of saffron, some pimento, and a bit of caramel. It just smells gorgeous. It's it's really good in my opinion. It just brings up a lot of memories because I tend to wear this when it gets a bit colder, and I really do like this one. It's a bit of a stronger scent. It's definitely not for the faint of heart, but if you do like your ouds and roses, this might be a good one to try. It's definitely very affordable, and you can actually get the smaller 1 ounce size for I think about $20. I'll have it linked below, but yeah, this is just really good, and it just makes me feel like, makes me think of like cozy wintry days. And I honestly will probably break this out more once it gets a lot colder, because I'm not there yet, but this is one I wanted to mention because this is like my pumpkin spice version of a fragrance. When fall comes, this is a fragrance I think about. It's gorgeous. I love this one. Sugar Leather by Nuit Nomade, absolute must have if you are a fan of sweet gourmand fragrances. The way this is executed is so absolutely stunning. It's a sugar leather combo, but the leather is very soft, almost suede like. And it's just gorgeous. It smells really, really beautiful, very inviting. This came out, I believe, in like at the beginning of summer, and I think at that point it was kind of a fragrance that a lot of people may have felt intimidated to wear around the summertime. But now it's getting colder, so this, I honestly think that this will be on everyone's must have list all over again, because this just smells really, really cozy. Quintessential cozy winter gourmand. If you are not a fan of leather, I would not pass this one up just yet. Definitely sample it, because if you like your sweet gourmand perfumes, this is definitely one to try. And I believe they have travel sizes available on their website for I think €45, and they usually have some pretty good deals on their discovery set as well. So I bought their discovery set. I actually still need to use my voucher. I'm going to be using it on, which fragrance am I going to be using it on? Love at First Sight. I love that perfume. I have just about used up my decant of it, but this was my first Nuit Nomade fragrance, and it definitely will not be my last. Next up is Coffee Addict by Theodoros Kalatinas. I love this perfume. It is so stunning. It's a hyper realistic coffee scent with ribbons of caramel running through it. This is a go-to, especially for layering with other gourmand perfumes. I always like to add 1 or 2 spritzes of this whenever I want to add complexity to other fragrances. If I'm wearing a chocolate fragrance, I just love the chocolate and coffee combo, so I typically will wear this. This smells so gorgeous and uplifting and invigorating. Not gonna lie, sometimes I like wearing this in the morning just to get myself ready for the day, because this smells so hyper realistic. I smell this coffee fragrance and I instantly feel energized. So Coffee Addict by Theodoros Kalatinas, absolute stunning fragrance. I think it's my favorite from this line. I go between this one and Lemon Tart. I feel like I like Coffee Addict better, but Lemon Tart, sometimes I like that one. So I would say those are my top 2 fragrances from Theodoros Kalatinas. I have a few others that I absolutely love, but they do some amazing top tier gourmands, and this one is no exception. Alright, that's the end of this video. These are all my favorite fragrances, or fragrances that have been top of mind lately. I have been introducing a lot of perfumes into my collection over the last few months, and sometimes I think it's good to step back and revisit the scents that really stand out, and these absolutely have done just that. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. I'll include some other suggested videos for you to watch next, and I'll see you next time. Bye.